Okay, so I have a little something that's on my heart to say this morning. In these times of where the world is now, I only want to come together with those who genuinely want to come together, who genuinely want to create a safe environment for each other, not of judgment, but of lifting each other up, but of coming together to support each other. And when I say support, I'm not talking about money or anything like that. To support each other in need, period. Just support, right? And I say all that to say I'm parting ways with everyone who continues that pattern of hurt, continues that pattern of taking, continues that pattern of just not genuinely want to be there. They're there for the good times, but when the bad times come, no phone call, no check on, no answer, no nothing. I'm only creating space for those who genuinely want to be there. So, and I don't even mean this in a bad way. If parting ways with me means that you are doing what's best for you in your life, by all means, please do that. Please do that. And it'll be a little hurt for the time being, but if that's what's best for you in your life, I commend you to do that. I support you to do what's best for you in your life. So if that means not having me in your life, great. I support you on that. I'm not upset about it. At one point, I would have been upset about it. I would have been complaining and venting and trying to figure out what I did wrong or what's the problem or whatever. I'm simply going to allow the relationship to end. And that's okay. I can still love you from where you are. And I still want the best from you, genuinely, from where you are, for who you are. I don't wish bad on anyone. I only want to see people grow and find their tribe and find their support system, because look at where the world is today. And if you find that, and that means that I'm not part of your life, you found it. You did what's best for you. And vice versa. If that means that you're not a part of my life, just support my decision. And that's period. Whoever it is. That doesn't, you don't have to have everybody at reach. If it means that they're doing what's best for their lives, it should be supported. I'm not going to be selfish and worry about my feelings in that time because that person needs to do what they needed to do. I'm in the season of growth, and I'm always going to be in the season of growth. Even if my growth doesn't look like growth to you, I'm still growing. I'm not the person who I used to be several years ago. I'm not the person who I was last month. I learn and I grow every day. Every day. And even if I go on social media or I run into that person who no longer in my life, and I see that person doing well, I'm going to pray for them. Even if I see that person's not doing well, I'm going to pray for them, because everybody's searching for better. Everybody's searching for their tribe. Everybody's searching for something. And all I want to do is support. All I want to do is spread kindness and love, even if it's a distance away from me. And this is making me a little bit emotional talking about it, because I'm so serious when I say this. I'm not gonna cry on social media. I'll do that when I get off this phone. But I deeply feel this way, and I feel this in my heart. I deeply feel this in my heart. And it was something that I had to sit with, because I'm like, am I selfishly thinking about myself and how I feel? Or am I not thinking about that person, how they feel? Will I leave room for that person to come back? Probably, maybe. It just depends on where we are in our lives. But if our path never crosses again, I'm going to remember all the good things in our relationship together when that season of our lives was meant to be. I'm not going to be selfish with connections because we meet people every day. We meet people every day. I had a great conversation the other day with an Uber driver. And I just felt like she was a beautiful person, but she was who she needed to be in that time, in that part of my life. We didn't need to connect further than that. It wasn't meant to be. I had a good conversation with a guy Uber driver who picked me up for my chiropractor appointment. And we talked about health. I gave him a little information, I got a little information. And we parted ways. Detach. People are who they are in your lives when it's time. We have to learn to let those people go when it's time to let those people go, and not hold judgment and not hold malice or grudges against those people because they're going on to live their lives. You don't want them to hold. You really probably don't even care how they feel about you when you move on with your life. Just give people grace, especially when in these times that's going on. Allow people grace and just let them live their lives, because you want someone to let you live your life. And that's it. I mean, that's all I have to say. And I hope everybody have a good day. And I hope that you take this little bit of information for whoever needs it, and whoever stayed this long. I wish you nothing but the best in your life. And I hope that you on a path of growth where you could do better for you, you could do better for your kids, you could do better for your tribe. And at the end of the day, do better for you. And you find that piece of that puzzle that you were searching for, and you realize that you found it in yourself. Because putting yourself together and you healing all of those parts from a kid to now, whatever, healing those parts, man, it's you. And once you get you together, you start to attract the path that you're supposed to be on. So I wish everybody nothing but peace, love, and kindness. And I wish everybody would just spread it, because these are some interesting times. And you don't know what someone's going through. A simple act of kindness changes somebody's life. That's it. All right, y'all.